My name is Lucelle, and today I'm going to be talking about Chapter 17 and Chapter 18 of Anne Hadley's Everybody Writes Second Edition. We'll cover how front-loading your main points and placing modifiers correctly can instantly transform weak, cluttered sentences into clear, punchy content that keeps the readers and audience engaged. Chapter 17 is all about word order and immediate impact. In the book, the author points out that we often junk up the start of our sentences with weak introductory qualifiers. So instead of warming up, put your subject or the star of the show and your primary action right up front. So cut out filler openings like according to or I'm excited to announce that, so your reader immediately grasps the core of your message without wading through fluff and just making it longer than it's supposed to be. Here we can see an example. So a weaker sentence would be, according to our professor's initial feedback on the rough draft, our group actually earned an A on the final broadcast production assignment. So you notice how in the weak sentence, the according to buries the whole main point for what is happening and just makes it kind of like it was background details. So when we write it according to the rules that are given to us in the book, it immediately goes into, our group earned an A on the final broadcast production assignment after revising our draft. So it makes the action immediate and authoritative and even direct. So basically, start your sentence with the star of the whole point of what you're trying to make, and then grab the audience's attention and the reader's attention. We'll move to Chapter 18. Chapter 18 moves to word positioning, focusing on misplaced modifiers. A misplaced modifier happens when a word or phrase is placed in the wrong spot, so modifying an unintended noun or verb. The author points out and pays special attention to the word only, depending on where you drop only into a sentence and how that changes the entire meaning. So here's an example. If you write, on the way to the meeting, Sarah saw a dog wearing a business suit. The modifier sits next to dog, making it sound like the dog itself is in the formal attire. So moving the phrase next to Sarah fixes the whole meaning immediately and sounds better. So it says, wearing a business suit, Sarah saw a dog on her way to the meeting. So the only rule, when you write, we only post video content on Fridays, a better way to write that, we just moving the only somewhere else, and then we post video content only on Fridays, focusing on the specific day and fixing it. So the same way, placing only next to Fridays instead of post makes your whole schedule clear, so now people understand what you're trying to say. In conclusion, strong writing isn't about fancy words, it's about intentional placement. So putting your most important ideas first to hook your audience and placing your modifiers carefully so your whole meaning is clear. So yeah, thank you. Here are my citations.